Alright guys, this is your homework tonight. We did the odds in class. Just kind of recap on the first section here, 1 through 4. You can see the y-intercept because it's in slope-intercept form. So that's your b. So the y-intercept is a -7. So that would be 0, comma, -7. That is the b, which is the y-intercept. Sorry. Now, to get the x-intercept, you do need to plug in 0 for y. So when you write this, rewrite it, it's going to be 0 equals x minus 7. And then we're just solving for x. So I just have to add 7 to both sides. And we get 7 equals x. So 7 comma 0. Do watch your signs. Number 3 and 4 are dealing with fractions here. You should see the y-intercept right off the bat. And then you need to solve for x by plugging in 0 for y. We get -1/4 x plus 1. 0 equals -1/4. So then we're going to subtract 1 on both sides. And then we get -1 equals the -1/4 x. And then to get rid of the fraction, you have to multiply by the reciprocal. So this is a -4/1. And a -4. Don't forget your sign. So the fractions cancel. And we get that x equals basically a +4. Okay, now when we get from 5 on, this is when we talked about the shortcut you could do, is basically cover up the variable. Like if I want the x-intercept, we cover up the y and just read it. And I can see this just says x equals -14. So that's -14 comma 0. And then you have to cover up the other variable. So I'm covering up the x here. And now this reads 2y equals 14. And now we're solving for y. Divide both sides by 2. So the y gets the 2 gets canceled. Y equals 7. 0 comma 7. So you just use your finger, cover it up, and then solve it. Instead of, like I use the hand to cover, but here we just put your finger over the one term, like the y, and then rewrite your equation. This is 15 equals 15, 5x, equals 15. Then we'll cover up the x term, and that would be 3y equals 15. And you're solving for the variable for each. So here you're going to solve and graph. So when I divide by 5 here, I get x equals 3. So on the x-axis, we put a point at 3. Then when we divide by 3 here, we get y equals 5. So on the y-axis, we put a point at 5. And now we're going to use our ruler. I don't think mine is up here, so let me get it. To line up our points and with the straight edge, and create our line. So let me get my ruler lined up here. I'm doing it through the blue line right here, and then I can just shift it over. I think that's it right there. And then just drawing a line through those. So on the back here, we're doing the same thing. You can just cover up the y term, write what you read, what you have. This is 10x equals -40. You can do it mentally. I've got my negative sign. This is x equals -4. Then cover up your x term. Do that. Cover it up, and now I see this reads 8y equals -40. And so hopefully you see y equals a -5 here. Okay, so you can just cover up and make sure you rewrite what you see and solve it. Watch your signs. This is like on number 11. When you solve for y, this is a -6y equals 12. Versus when you cover up here, I'll make that a little bit bigger. When you cover up here, it's going to cover up this negative and the variable. Doesn't do a good job there, but so just make sure we get this done and turn this in, because we're going to start a new skill tomorrow, and this will be a separate grade. All right, thanks guys.